Let's look at this. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with AI and the markets right now. When you look at this chart on the left side, you'll see some of the major indices and the returns year to date, 1 year and 3 years. And you can see pretty much everything is running the way it's supposed to be. So in other words, we're kind of running on all 8 cylinders right now. Even with the U.S. aggregate bonds, they are looking pretty sweet currently. Now, let's not forget, we are still in a secular bear market for bonds. So do we expect that to stay up at that 5% level for the next year, 2 years, 3 years? Probably not, based on the trends. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. One of the things that have really shot up is gold. You can see it over the last year. It is up 31%. And actually, it's starting to surge again at this point. It based out a little bit over the last 3 or 4 months, and it just made another push upward. And so too did silver. The other surprise is really international development and emerging markets, which have pushed forward greatly year to date. So one thing you will see in a lot of the portfolios is there is a shift from U.S., not completely, just a little bit of a shift out of U.S. and into developed countries and emerging markets. One of the things that you also want to kind of look at when you're talking about the markets is the right-hand side of the chart. And that is the S&P 500. It is still being powered by tech earnings. And one of the reasons for that is really the AI revolution. As everybody has heard, the reality is these big tech companies have got the money and they're really pushing hard for AI to drive their businesses moving forward, not just in the next year, but in the decades to come. So there's a big push there. And when you think about the S&P 500, the green line there represents the price of the S&P 500 from 2015 to 2025. Been a little volatile, but certainly has been very profitable. You look at the earnings, which is the dark blue for the tech sector, and you can see that's driving up just like the S&P price is. But the interesting thing is when you look at the earnings for the rest of the S&P 500, which is the aqua line there, you can see that's not quite performing as well. It's not performing bad, as a whole, but it's just not where the tech stocks are right now. So again, this year, you're going to see a big push in the S&P 500, which is going to be led or is being led by the tech stocks.